Okay, so I'll give you an update on where we're at with Sarah's training. And I look like crap because I've been doing stuff around the house in sweatpants all day. So, yay me. Sarah's on place right now. We've been working on kind of some longevity here. So I've been really trying to pattern this as a separate command from blanket so that she knows to go to the exact same place. She's like scratching for some reason in a weird way. Nope. Go back to your place. Good girl. She has a tendency to break her command. So we're trying in a lower distraction environment this time without so many dogs. There's only Creeper in his kennel here. The kids are put up, so it's just me and Sarah in here right now. So, okay, good girl. Very good. So earlier, I bumped her up to a 2. She's got a little bit of contact dermatitis on her neck, which is actually fairly common with e-collars. It's because you've got metal, and when they wear it throughout the day and it rubs, it can kind of start to irritate the skin a little bit. I see it more in the longer haired breeds, like your border collies, because it seems like the hair kind of gets matted under there and it just irritates at the skin. So I switched to a different type of contact point. She seemed really jumpy with the other ones, and so I switched to a contact point that was made for dogs with long hair. I had just ordered those in this week, so she's doing really good with those. So I'm gonna actually send those home with you, she's doing great with it. So earlier, it was really funny. She was laying on her bed, and I was telling her to get up. I was saying, "Come on, Sarah, get up." I said, "Okay," and you see, I've got food in my hand. Anyhow, she wasn't paying attention to me when I was telling her to get up, and I bumped this, and she was like kind of looking at her feet, and you saw her eye look up at me like, "You talking to me?" And then she was like, "Oh, okay, I'm supposed to get up." So it was pretty cute. Yeah, I wish I would have got that on camera for your mom. She would have liked it. You ready? So she's over exuberant about the place command, which is really cool. She really likes it. It's just a matter of getting her to do it and stay there. So this is going to take some repetition at home. So I think it's been a combination of, she's been allowed to get up whenever she wants in the past. And so now she's just kind of wanting to get up whenever she wants. So I'm working on patterning the release command with her. So ready? Sarah, place. All the way. Good girl. So what I've been doing is, instead of having a bunch of distraction and things going on in the room, I've got nothing going on in here. I'm waiting a shorter amount of time before I say, "Okay," and release her. Good girl. So we're doing about 30 seconds as opposed to where I had her up to about 5 minutes. So sometimes with dogs, when I feel like they're not getting something, I will scale back what I'm doing with them a little bit to where I'm going a step backwards with them, and we're kind of working from there, and then we'll come back forward. Oh, big stretch. Ready? Sarah, place. Very good. Very good. Now, I'm also shaping this behavior so that I don't have to go all the way to the bed every time. So I'm trying to stay farther and farther back and send her there. So I'm going to try and do it from where I'm at right here this time, as opposed to going all the way up to the bed. I may have to. We'll see what happens. Okay. Good girl. Good, Sarah. Sarah, place. Nope. Place. Good. Okay. Good girl. Sarah, place. Nope. Place. Good. So this tells me she maybe has not quite made the connection that place means to go to the pillow. Because I'm trying to stop back here and she's sitting ahead in front of me. And so I'm wondering if it just happens to be that I'm walking over there and the dog bed is there. So I've got to figure out a way to make this click for Sarah. And I'll be honest, usually by now it's clicked. And I feel like she's got the idea of what she's supposed to do. Maybe Sarah just kind of overthinks things and is not sure why she's supposed to do it. So if that makes any sense. Okay, Good girl. So she's got the wait for my signal thing down. She's doing better and better about that, especially right now where there's no distraction, there's not a million things going on. Sere, place. But you see she's trying to sit directly in front of me. Sere, place. Nope, place. Good, good place, good. So what I'm gonna do now is, as opposed to what I'm doing with her, sending her over here into the corner. Okay. Okay. Hey, come on. There you go. We're gonna do some walkthroughs. So, come here. How this works is I've got the dog bed here. Come on. We're gonna do some walking, and Sere, place. Good. Okay, good. Come on. Sere, place. Good. Okay, good girl. Good girl. Come on. Sere, place. Good. Okay, good girl. Sere, place. Good. Okay, good girl. Sere, place. Good. Good, Sere. Good girl. So, as you can see, that's just a different way to teach the same exact thing that I was just doing with her. She's doing really good. She's doing really good on her down command. So we haven't practiced down in the car yet, but what we were doing yesterday was I had all of the dogs outside in the backyard playing, and we were in the driveway, between the driveway and the yard over here, and they were wrestling around playing and doing all kinds of things. And she was obviously really interested in what they were doing, but I was practicing lay down right there with other dogs jumping around and everything, all kinds of stuff going on with her. So over the next few days, that's one of the things that I'll be practicing, is putting her in the car and trying to simulate a situation like what you have. So what we may do tomorrow, I thought about having my husband walk one of our dogs through the neighborhood to kind of get the neighborhood dogs barking, and maybe we'll go driving and do some practice on her down in the car. So here's what down looks like now. Okay, good girl. Let go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Sere, down. Down. Good. Now, I am using the stem on here when I tell her to down, and I'm holding it down until the paws are on the ground, just like they are right now. So as soon as she kind of jumped forward and slammed her paws on the ground, stem went away. Okay, come on. Sere, down. Good. Now, telling a dog to lay down when you're standing over them like this, and telling a dog to lay down when you're in the car and you're looking away from them is two different things. So right now, she knows what the command is, but I'm right here and able to enforce it. So where we're gonna have a challenge is when we change over to the car. We've had a little bit of setback in our progress because I got sick for a few days there. So we're gonna start practicing on this, and I'm gonna really focus on that one this week and try and get her laying down in the car. Come on, come on, good girl. Are you hot? Do we need to take that off? Sere, down. Good, good. So she's listening, she's obeying the commands really well. Okay, come on. Sere, down. Good, good. So the next step is to practice this in the car without going anywhere. I do want to practice this in the car with my husband, where he can walk around the neighborhood. So we may do one step at a time on that one, but that is my main focus for the rest of the week. The place command, we're gonna have to just keep at it and keep up the repetitions on it. But I've got to get this down command going for you guys, because I think that's just super important for you. So anyways, there's our update.